The first match was for the All Elite Tag Team Championship. Paige and Omega against SCU. And this was a half an hour fucking production on the other channel. So it's not like they're counter programming, but it's just all 30-minute tag team matches between 8 and 8:30, right? They're still doing the thing where Paige and Olivier are cross purposes, going to break up. Are they getting along? What the fuck? They're teasing all that shit. But God damn it, they've already botched the thing up, had the, fuck up and hit each other, whatever the fuck. I don't know what they're doing. Why do they, at this point, why do they still trust each other, or are they teaming? And then Olivier's entrance video makes it look like he's airing his home videos as a tourist in Japan.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I'm like, I've noticed it before, but it's like, why? If you're trying to hype him up to come out, why are we watching him casually walk through the streets of Tokyo with his backpack on?
Yeah, and then when he did that, I was jumping ahead. When he did the interview later on with him, it was just like, man, he's just mealy-mouthed. And he looks like a fucking guy that wanders around the streets of Japan and comes in and makes a lot of faces and points his fingers and does prissy-prancy jazz dancing. And he's wishy-washy verbally. And I don't know. This match was like an old time spot show match. We say all the time on this program they do too much. In this case, they didn't do anything. It took forever to get started. There were no baby faces and heels because the people on that. And by the way, the fans did not look like a bunch of people I want to be on a fucking boat with. I'll tell you that. But the fans like everybody's. They're cheering for everybody. So instead of a face heel dynamic, each guy just did some moves to each other. More backslap, blind tags and stuff. SCU kind of became heels when they cut Adam Page off. Got some heat on him. Excalibur still sounds like a fucking guy that won an amateur contest to get to call a match with the real pro guys. Olivier looks like an awkward swan have you noticed when he's doing anything but his moves, when he's trying to throw a kick or a stomp, he raises his leg up and down like a fucking long stork-legged bird. And his punches, or when he has to kick or punch or fight, is just... They did simultaneous cold tags out of a set of fucking heat. Blech. Why? Paige finally hits Olivier with the buckshot lariat. And then Scorpio Sky gets a 2 count. And they went to break. It's 20 minutes in already. They've had the point where the one guy misses his move and hits his partner with his big finish, the buckshot lariat. But it's not enough to put his partner down for more than a 2 count by the tag team champion. And then they go to break. And I did try to watch the picture-in-picture here where they did every devastating move ever to Olivier and Adam Page. And they did another simultaneous cold tag in the picture-in-picture. Then they came back up on the air, and there was Olivier and Adam Page working together as a team and fresh as daisies. Go back and watch this whole thing again now that I just said that and tell me that the things that I just recounted to you did not fucking happen. And then Paige hits the buckshot lariat outside on fucking Scorpio Sky and inside on fucking Frankie Kazarian and 1, 2, 3. So basically, and that was the only impressive thing, honestly, about this match. But basically, he established he can hit the tag team champions with it and beat them. But he hits Olivier, his partner, with it. But that's only worth a 2 count. And I don't fucking know. And then to help celebrate the tag team title change that took almost a half an hour, here come the Balding Bucks or the Young Fucks, whichever their new name should be, dressed like college fucks on spring break. Baggy shorts, looked like flip-flops, some kind of fucking sockless footwear. baggy T-shirts and goddamn a backwards baseball cap, looking like children just jumped over the rail, and they're helping the fucking guys that don't really like each other celebrate. I don't fucking know. So that was 30 minutes. But then it was saved because guess what happened right at 8:30, right at prime bottom of the hour channel switching time. Guess what happened, Brian?
I don't recall the order of events.
2 nationally unknown young lady wrestlers were on their way to the ring on TNT at 8:30. After a 30-minute fucking tag team match where they did it backwards. So this show already was in the fucking drink. But, I mean, talk to me about the fucking tag team match.
I mean, I'll repeat what I said, I think, last week. I'm finally interested in Adam Page. They still haven't explained exactly what this dynamic with him and Omega is. I said it last week. It just seems like Adam Page has a drinking problem and Kenny's his sober friend, hoping that he somehow can get him back to being the person he was. And new tag team champions. In terms of the overall picture, it does create an interesting dynamic where the team that everyone thought would be the champions coming into AEW, the Young Bucks, now they're, I guess Adam Page is also in their elite group. Now 2 other members of the elite of the tag team champions, so where does that lead you? Despite what you think of the individual wrestlers, it is an interesting dynamic. It's just the booking doesn't always explain everything or why things are happening or where things are going. But
well, now that you brought it up all like that,